Ibn al-Jawzi said, إرضاء الناس غاية لا تدرك. Pleasing people is something that you cannot achieve. Meaning, pleasing all people is something that you cannot achieve. He said, how few are those people that work sincerely for the sake of Allah. This is because most people love for their worship to be apparent. They love it for people to see how much they worship. And Sufyan al-Thawri would say, لا أعتد بما ظهر من عملي. This famous scholar from the Salaf, Sufyan al-Thawri, this mujtahid scholar, he said, I do not consider my deeds that become apparent. This is because the pious people accuse themselves of perhaps having fallen into insincerity. So he used to say, لا أعتد بما ظهر من عملي. أي أنا لا أعتبر ما ظهر من عملي. Because it was for him, for the pious people, it is more exposed to potentially being a deed in which there was insincerity, because people see it. وَكَانُوا يَسْتُرُونَ أَنفُسَهُمْ. And these were people like Sufyan al-Thawri that would hide their deeds from the people, hide their good deeds, so that there isn't a possibility of the nafs playing on the person's mind, or the devil whispering, oh look, such and such person can see you, so that one doesn't feel impressed with himself or herself. Ibn al-Jawzi continued and said, وَالْيَوْمْ ثِيَابُ الْقَوْمِ تُشَهِّرُهُمْ. And today, in these times, it's the clothes of people that make them popular. As though clothing is the icon, the sign of a person's popularity. That's the thing which is pointed towards. And Ayyub al-Sikhtiyani would lengthen his qamis until it would fall onto his feet. And he would say, كانت الشهرة في التطويل. In the past, what was famous and what was popular among the people was to extend their clothing down. وَالْيَوْمَ الشُّهْرَةُ فِي التَّقْصِيرِ. And today, times have changed. He said today, in his time, what is popular among the people is to shorten their qamis. So he did the opposite. Subhanallah. He said, فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ تَرْكَ النَّظَرِ إِلَى الْخَلْقِ. He said, if you do not look towards the people, وَمَحْوُ الْجَاهِ مِنْ قُلُوبِهِمْ, and removing what you think they have in their heart of status for you. How is it done? بالتعمل, by working hard on yourself. وإخلاص القصد, and being sincere. وستر الحال, and hiding your state. هو الذي رفع من رفع. It is what lifted those that were lifted and elevated high. وقد كان أحمد بن حنبل يمشي حافيا في وقت وَنَعْلَاهُ فِي يَدَيْهِ. And Ahmad ibn Hanbal radiyallahu anhu would walk barefoot at a time, while his sandals were in his hands. وَبِشْرٌ يَمْشِي حَافِيًا عَلَى الدَّوَامِ وَحْدَهُ. And Bishr al-Hafi, this pious person from the Salaf also, would walk barefoot always and would walk alone. وَمَعْرُوفٌ يَلْتَقِطُ النَّوَى. And Ma'ruf al-Karhi, he would pick the pits of dates from the floor. But today, so these are examples of pious people who would do what they do and not care what those who would usually stab would say when they stab. They would do what they do. They would go about their own business as the pious do. And today, Ibn al-Jawzi said, that thing which is requested by most people is leadership, control. This lust for leadership and control, it has seeped into the hearts of people and made them cloudy and hence negligent. Likewise, looking to what people think. What does he think of me? What does she think of me? I wonder how they see me. I wonder how she or he sees me. This changes people's behavior. وَنِسْيَانِ الْحَقِّ. And neglecting worshipping Allah Ta'ala. When this happens, then a person would choose this worldly status. Ibn al-Jawzi said, وَلَقَدْ رَأَيْتُ مِنَ النَّاسِ عَجَبًا. Indeed, I have seen astonishing things from people. مِمَّنْ يَتَزَيَّى بِالْعِلْمِ. Those who dress the dress of knowledge, the knowledgeable people. إِن رَآنِي أَمْشِي وَحْدِي أَنْكَرَ عَلَيَّ. If he sees me walking by myself, he reprimands me. وَإِن رَآنِي أَزُورُ فَقِيرًا عَظَّمَ ذَلِكَ. And if he sees me visiting a poor person, he holds me in high regard. وَإِن رَآنِي أَنْبَسِطُ بِتَبَسُّمٍ نَقَصْتُ فِي عَيْنِهِ. And if he sees me smiling, then I would fall in his eyes. He said, Wa ajaba. I said, how strange and astonishing it is. هذه كانت طريقة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم والصحابة. This was the way of the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام and the companions. He is saying, you cannot win. You can't make everybody happy. He said, then the state of people, what people think of you, for most people, this became that which grants people status. As though if they think well of you, if they think that you're a good person, then you have a high status. He said, because of this, you are engaged in something that is not preferable in the religion, and therefore also you have fallen in the eyes of the people. He said, فَكَمْ مِنْ يَتَعَبُ فِي تَرْبِيَةِ نَامُوسٍ وَلَا يَلْتَفِتُ إِلَيْهِ. وَلَا يَحْظَى بِمُرَادِهِ. How many a people do you try to impress and try to please and exhaust yourself in pleasing? ثُمَّ لَا يَلْتَفِتُ إِلَيْهِ. This person doesn't even turn to you, doesn't give you the time of day. وَلَا يَحْظَى بِمُرَادِهِ. And you don't even get what you wanted. وَيَفُوتُهُ الْمُرَادُ الْأَكْبَرُ. And the great attainment that you would have achieved, you lost out on that. You wasted your time. فَالْتَفِتُوا إِخْوَانِي إِلَى إِصْلَاحِ النِّيَّاتِ. So turn, my brothers and sisters, to rectifying your intentions. وَتَرْكِ التَّزَيُّنِ لِلْخَلْقِ. And stop trying to decorate yourselves for the creation. Stop it. وَلْتَكُنْ عُمْدَتُكُمُ الْإِسْتِقَامَةَ مَعَ الْحَقِّ. Let your pillar in which you seek solace and the pillar that is your support be that of being straight in the religion, being proper in the religion, being pious. فَبِذَلِكَ صَعِدَ السَّلَفُ وَسَعِدُوا. And by that the Salaf soared and were elevated, and by that they were jubilant. وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَمَا النَّاسُ عَلَيْهِ الْيَوْمِ. And beware, stay away from what most people are upon today. This was in Ibn al-Jawzi's time, hundreds of years ago. Approximately 800 years ago. Subhanallah. So, do not try to please people. Perform your obligations. Stay away from the haram. Have good manners. But don't try to please everyone. You will not be able to.